All right, so this is going to be part C for the New York State CDL-A pre-trip. We're going to start with our coupling. Our airlines, they are securely mounted from the tractor to the trailer using glad hands. They have no abrasions, bulges, or cuts on them, and there's no audible leaks. Our electric line is secured from the tractor to the trailer. It's tight in place. There's no cuts, no exposed wires. None of the lines are tangled, and they're not dragging on the catwalk. Our catwalk is securely mounted to the frame and is free of all debris. Coming back to our fifth wheel, we're going to start with our trailer apron. It's securely mounted, no cracks or damage. There's no daylight between the apron and the fifth wheel. The fifth wheel is also properly greased. Coming down to our release handle for the locking jaws, it is in the locked position. This is a sliding fifth wheel. It is locked because our pins are through the holes. The whole fifth wheel assembly is securely mounted to the frame with the correct hardware. We'll now go around the back to ensure that the locking jaws are around the kingpin. And looking in, I can verify that my locking jaws are around the kingpin. Coming back to the front of the trailer, we're going to start all the way at the top. Our clearance lights are clean, clear, and unbroken. The front and side of the trailer have no dents and no holes in it. The side of the trailer also has at least 50% of DOT tape on it. Moving back to our landing gear, they are securely mounted to the cross members. There's no cracks or damage to them. Our feet are fully raised and they are free of debris. Our handle is in the stowed position. Looking underneath again, our cross members, they are all securely mounted. There's no cracks, bends, or damage to them. The floor is securely mounted, no cracks and no holes. Cross members and the floor all look like they are strong enough to support cargo. Moving down the trailer again, we have our side light. It is clean, clear, and unbroken. Our trailer airlines have no abrasions, bulges, cuts, and are at least 18 inches off the ground. They lead up into our sliding tandems. The sliding tandems are securely mounted. There's no cracks or damage to them. They have 4 pins through the holes, 2 on each side, to ensure that they're locked, and the release handle is in the locked position. Again, we're going to inspect in order our suspension, then our brakes, and then our tires. So our leaf spring hangers, they are securely mounted. There's no cracks or damage to them. Our leaf springs themselves are securely mounted. There's no cracks, no shifted springs, and they're not missing. And they're secured to the axle with 2 U-bolts. Coming to our brake system. Our brake hose has no abrasions, bulges, cuts, and is not leaking. The ABS wire attached to it has no cuts, no frays, and no exposed wires. Our brake chamber is securely mounted. There's no cracks, no dents, and it is not leaking. Coming out of the brake chamber, we have our push rod and slack adjuster. They're securely mounted together. There's no more than an inch of free play when the brakes are released. On the inside of our tires, we have our brake shoes. They're securely mounted, not cracked, not damaged, and they are not worn below 1/4 of an inch thick. Our brake drums, they're securely mounted. There's no cracks, no damage, and there's no grease, oil, or debris on them. Moving out to our tires, again, our bud spacing is free of any debris within them. The trailer tires are worn evenly. They cannot be any less than 2/32 of an inch of tread depth, and because these are trailer tires, they may be recapped. The sidewalls have no abrasions, bulges, cuts, and are not leaking. Our rim is securely mounted. There's no cracks, no damage, and there's no illegal welds, no aftermarket holes. Our lug nuts are all securely mounted. There's no shiny threads or rust trails to indicate any of them are loose. Our hub seal is securely mounted. There's no cracks or leaks from it. And our valve stem is centered in the hole. It has a metal cap, and we would use an air pressure gauge to make sure that the tires are filled to manufacturer's specification. Moving down the rest of the trailer, our mud flap is securely mounted. There's no damage to it, and it is wide enough to cover both dual wheels. Our ABS light and side marker light are clean, clear, and unbroken. Coming to the back of our trailer, we're going to start at the top and inspect all the way down. Our clearance lights are clean, clear, and unbroken. The door of the trailer is securely mounted. There's no dents, no holes in it, and is securely locked in place. Our taillights are clean, clear, and unbroken. Our license plate light is clean, clear, and unbroken, and our license plate is clean, current, and up to date. And our DOT bumper is securely mounted. There's no cracks, no bends, or damage to it, and it has 100% DOT tape across it.